David Bayers, Net UK. A year ago, Windows Mobile 6.1 was announced, and we were told it was going to have the new version of Internet Explorer Mobile. That didn't come out with Windows Mobile 6.1, and all the manufacturers started putting Opera as the pre-installed browser onto their phones. Why such a long delay, and how much do you think that all of that exposure for Opera has hurt Microsoft?
I think what we actually did is we shipped the rendering engine of Windows, an updated rendering engine, about halfway through the life of Windows Mobile 6.1. And what you see now is you see that even more higher quality of rendering, plus the new user interface to navigate around and the way the touch and performance works. So it's been a two-phase thing. It's not that we've done nothing, it's that we did the rendering and now we've done the rendering and also the user experience that goes around it. And I think in terms of the overall impact, I think it's negligible in that going forward we see all of our partners wanting to get the PC experience on the phone, and that's really what we're now delivering.
I think people will like what we're doing, but I think it also points a little bit, you might say, to the advantage of the openness that we build in Windows Mobile. It does mean that if there's something that our partners want to add on, enhance, in whatever area of the system, they have great flexibility to do that. There's great openness in the operating system, which it's not the area where I would have aspired to see the first add-ons, but nonetheless, it shows how well, in some senses, our open ecosystem approach works.
Frank Johnson, Computer World Norway. The My Phone service, would that work with earlier versions, or is version 6.5 required? Follow-up question, would it work with other operating systems?
We don't. There will be a downloadable client for 6.1, and we don't have any current plans to put that on non-Windows phones.
That from SIC Portuguese TV. I would like to clarify, someone just asked me by IM if it supports flash and Silverlight, and would like to ask Mr. Bauer if he would comment on the Portuguese collaboration on my phone, please.
Okay, we will support Flash, and Silverlight will not be in this release. That's not in what we're announcing today. Sorry, let me just put that way. Is the answer to that?
In terms of the Portuguese, we have some more work to do, in other words, on Silverlight.
Yes.
In terms of the collaboration around my phone in general in Portugal, we've had fairly good relationships with both the mobile operators as well as many of the software vendors in Portugal. You'll continue to see us evangelize, and I think we'll have some announcements in the not-too-distant future.
And there was an acquisition that we made, and some of the developers that we made in Portugal contributed towards the My Phone service, which I think is also what you're asking about, and it's an important part of that development center.
Time for one more question.
Steve, Thomas Kohler's Wirtschaftswoche.
Thank you.
I don't want to appear to be ungrateful, but there were some people that expected some kind of Windows Mobile 7 to appear sometime. As it's not here right now, are we positively looking forward to seeing it to come out with the PC Windows 7 later this year? And yeah, just give me a view outside of this one.
Well, I think the fact that the name of this release is 6.5 clearly implies that there's a 7 still in our future. That's good. I wouldn't expect it necessarily on the same time frame as Windows 7. We haven't set a final date, but we are in beta test on Windows 7. You may have noticed, some of you, that the demonstration we were doing was actually on Windows 7. I noticed it as I was watching the demo backstage. So far, the beta feedback on Windows 7 has been good. We're excited for that. And Windows Mobile 7 will undoubtedly follow it. And when we have news on the date there, you'll be the first to know.